Hey guys, welcome to Film Freaks.
Show for film fun and all things entertainment.
I'm Gabby Flores.
I'm Avi Flores, and we've been waiting 10, 15, I forget how many, I think it was like 14 years for Incredibles 2 to come out. We went and we checked it out, and so yes, let's get right into this movie review. Okay, so Incredibles 2, finally here. Awesome. So what'd you think?
I loved it. It was hilarious. It was really good. I thought it actually it's been since literally watching it in the theaters for the first one since I've seen it, but I felt like it picked up like right where it kind of left off.
Yeah.
And so it was good. Like I didn't feel like I missed something,
right.
because I haven't watched that movie in forever. Mm-hmm. But I loved it. It was really funny.
Yeah, I like that they did that too. Like literally where the movie ended with that Underminer coming up. Mm-hmm. That's right where it ends. They put their masks on and that was it. So it's cool that they decided to do that. Mm-hmm. like you could watch Incredibles 1 and 2 back to back as just one long movie because you won't skip a beat in between. So it was cool and it played real smooth. It didn't feel like what the heck's going on.
Right.
And it wasn't not believable.
Right. So
it was smart on them to kind of just take it from there and build the story with these business partner duo, brother sister. So it was great, and I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the couple. I wasn't in the beginning. I wasn't sure if it was going to be both of them.
I know. I was like, this is really fishy.
Yeah.
And so I also kind of felt like it was going to be both of them. That every time they went in a room together, I thought they were going to be like, they're going to start scheming right now.
Yeah.
And stuff. But then it was kind of funny because when she's like, my brother's a child. And as you kind of see him later on, he totally is. He just loves superheroes really and is does. Exactly how you would probably be as a businessman.
Exactly. Yeah. And they gave the hint of the when they were talking about their parents dying and how he could have called but the line was dead and she was like, well, they could have just went. So I think that right there was when I was like, oh, you could see a little tension and then he got loud. So I was like, I wasn't sure if it was both of them at that point because they both were showing kind of emotion there. So I was like, it could be both of them. But then as you see that she's more when she had that conversation with Elastigirl at that party with all of the superheroes and they were chatting and going back and forth, that's kind of when I was like, oh, maybe it's her because just what she was saying about, I feel I don't want his spot and blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of good. I liked it. It wasn't something too crazy or over the top. It was very believable. Yeah. She had good motive and the brother really, he's just so happy and joyful that I could see how he wouldn't really read into this, but then at the same time he wasn't surprised when she finally did say that.
So what about the baby?
Yeah, Jack was definitely
the highlight.
Yeah, he was the best part of this movie. I absolutely loved everything that he was doing. When they really dove into it with him and the raccoon, I thought it was great.
And when he was so tired and he stumbled into what's her name's house with the the square, Edna's house, and she's like, cookie nom nom,
nom nom cookie. That was my favorite line of the whole. With Mr. Incredible just trying to nom nom cookie trying to get him and he's just so out of the world.
But it was really cool and they totally left it open in this movie.
Yeah, because now superheroes are all available. Yeah. So we'll see what they do from here because they obviously if superheroes are gonna be around, there could be all kinds of stories. Because we only know Frozone and the Incredibles, there's so many out there.
I don't even know what goes on the Disney Channel anymore, but this would be an awesome. How a lot of the movies from when we were growing up ended up having shows on Disney, and I think they could totally play something like that off. I feel like it would be a really good show because you could spin off. You have the multitude of characters that it's hard to introduce. I mean, unless you're doing Avengers, you know, like to have that multitude of characters that they've now kind of started to introduce with this Void and the Crusher, whatever, the Brick or whatever from Wisconsin.
I'm from Wisconsin. I was like, hey, so are we. That was hilarious. I love that part. Little shout out to Wisconsin. So yeah, I mean, I loved it. The only part, well, as I was watching it, you know, because I wasn't, I was just there to enjoy the film. But the only thing that really was like obvious and stuck out, and I was like, come on, was when Violet was fighting the Void, I think it was, and she knocked her out, and then she just left her. Like, why not take the lenses off?
I
know.
Like,
you already knew that the lenses was the issue.
Yeah.
If you knocked her out, go take the lenses out. There's one less person.
I mean, I don't know if their thought was just like, we need to get to Mom and Dad first. But
you have a perfect opportunity.
And then I'm getting, okay, your parents and Frozone are supposed to be like the A+ superheroes. You know, they're supposed to be like the Batman and Superman of their little thing. And so they could take their parents out so easily, but then they struggled so much with these like B-class superheroes. So I thought that was like interesting, kind of, that I'm like, so you can take your parents out within 5 seconds.
But it started with the baby, and I think, well, I mean,
that's true. I forgot about that when he got to the mom.
He's kind of like the wild card because nobody really knows what he's gonna do, and
that's
he was so happy to see Mama that he like shook her glasses off,
and
then she got to action against everybody else. But I mean, I could see, absolutely, them kind of ganging up like that, and. But yeah, I think because they slid Jack in there and him using his multitude of abilities.
I forgot about Jack and the glasses.
But it was good. I like seeing Frozone a lot more in this one.
Yeah,
in the first one, you don't see too much of him.
But his wife still cracks me up. What do you mean you're going out? You better be leaving that suit.
So it was awesome to see him in action. And throughout the film, really, you were seeing him use his powers, doing all kinds of things, helping to save the day. So it was cool to see him in action a lot more than the first one. And just the family dynamic of what it is to try and be a superhero and try.
I think how involved the kids should be. And
just trying to eat dinner in a motel, you know, and then them struggling, or especially Elastigirl trying to struggle with breaking the law to kind of bring change. And I feel like that was just like a nice little nod to things that happen nowadays of them trying to play into that. So it was cool because it wasn't over the top, but it just.
It was like a subtle.
Yeah, very subtle, but it flowed really well with the movie, you know, too. So
okay, and also, I didn't realize, is this movie supposed to be like in the 50s or 60s?
Right, I can't really tell what the time period is.
Their cars and their clothes all scream like 1950s, early 1960s to me. But then they have cell phones and stuff.
And all this technology.
And all these big, so I'm like, I have no idea what time period.
It could be like a present time that still has the flavor of like.
I guess maybe because I mean it's
the way they designed this world.
It's more like appealing kind of.
But I see what you're saying. I can totally see that. Everything from the clothing to like the glasses, the TVs, the cars. You definitely get that feel, but like you're saying with all this tech, it's like it definitely is. More modern age, and then you get the business guy and you know his big old yacht and all that kind of stuff. So it was good. I mean, I really enjoyed it. They did a very, very good job, especially with the time period of 14 years waiting for the sequel. I mean, they should have cranked this bad boy out like 2 years after the first one. We would be like on Incredibles 8 right now.
Yeah, I can't believe that it took so long, but at the same time, like. People could have like totally been mad and freaked out, but everybody's been really excited for it. So I think it. I don't know. Somehow they got really lucky with people not revolting.
All right. So going on that, the visuals, I think they were great. I loved it. I mean, nothing special because it was Pixar. They do really good what they do. So I'm giving it a solid 3 because it's good.
Yeah.
Solid with the 3. The story of it was great. Really believable. Little minor things that we pointed out, nothing major. So I'm gonna give it a 4 on that because I really enjoyed everything that they really brought to us from start to finish.
I completely agree.
Yeah, and then the acting, again, all the actors did really well. Love Jack. I mean, whoever's just doing the baby noises,
gosh, it's spectacular.
But Jack was just great. I loved his character. He kind of was the standout to me. So I love what they did with him and the powers and the dad, the whole everything. It was just great. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it a 3. on the acting.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
All right, sounds good. So I gave it a 3 is 9 plus 4 is 11.
3 and 3 is 6, and 9 plus 4 is 10.
10? Oh, so you gave it an 11.
I gave it an 11, yeah.
Yeah, 8 and then 3, 1, 2, 9, 10, 11. So 10 and 11, very good film, very much worth waiting.
Yeah.
And I have to mention that little short bow in the beginning.
Yeah.
That was really, really good.
That was really good.
Not only do I love dim sum and pot stickers and like Asian food is what we had at our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. So I was all about dim sum. And obviously
it was adorable.
He's ethnic background or ethnic, right? I guess that's the way you would say it.
Whatever,
because
whatever
he's Asian.
type of Asian he is.
He married a white girl. I married a white girl, and I'm really close to my mom. So I was like, I was eating that up, just all the way around. It just kind of was like completely relatable. So it was just so good for whoever who did that. It was great.
It was adorable.
I loved it. I didn't see that twist at the end.
Where she ate him?
I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Because I thought maybe this was just in her head or something.
Right.
And
schizophrenia
but then it kind of started making sense of like kind of being detached to somebody and seeing all that. So, but Bao was really good. That was an awesome little short.
Yeah.
Incredibles 2 was fantastic, or was very incredible. So we loved it. I mean, if you love the first one, which I haven't met someone who doesn't like the first one, this one was just as good. So go out and see it. Those are our thoughts. Let us know all the goodness that you guys see and not see. Maybe we missed something. But thanks, guys. Peace.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching our episode.
Yeah, if you liked our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
And if you didn't, you can double click on the thumbs down. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like.
Right on. And check us out on our other social media outlets at Instagram and Twitter. And please tweet us at FF Media News.
Or you can engage with us through our email at ffmedianews@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks, guys.